Hello, I am Andrew Belay, and for my final project in this class, I made a door. This is my closet door in my apartment, and here is a list of the bill of materials, all the parts I created, and here is an isometric of the door. We'll move on to the next one. This is the first assembly I decided to create, 3 parts here. We have the hinge that connects to the door, once it starts to react for me. Yes, the hinge that connects to the door, and the one that is constrained is the hinge that connects to the frame. So we have a pin here that connects through all 5 holes. 3 of the holes are assigned to the frame door, and 3 of the holes are assigned to the hinge door, or 2 of the holes are assigned to the hinge door. The screw sizes are the exact same. There's 6 per assembly, 2 per for the project, leaving us with 12 screws as well. We will get into them once we enter the main assembly. So this is the assembly of the door handle. Things are moving a little slow. Okay, so the first thing we have here is the handle. So this is the handle. I can go deeper later, but this is our handle. Actually, you know what? I'll go into it now. So this is the handle. 1 on each side, 2 together. We have the exterior cover. So this exterior cover is almost the exact same as the interior cover, as you can see here. This side contains the screws, and it is connected to actually first it has the flaps. These are basically to hold it within the opening of the door. And for the exterior, we have almost the exact same layout, just one has the embedding part of the screws. And this is called the interior cover. Or sorry, this one's the exterior cover, the other one is the interior cover. Next we have the screws. So they are from a caster. There's just 2 for this assembly. The handle driver, so that is this black piece right here. It is basically a semicircle with the inside shelled. It connects, this piece right here is part of the door handle. It is controlled first by your hand, and then the power is inputted by contact, and then is also in contact with this door handle. So when I move this door handle, the other one moves. Okay. The next is we have the latch. The latch is this black piece right here. It has multiple cutouts so that when it moves, it does not hit the screw. It can be controlled by the driver, as you see here, the hole. And we have another hole so it does not hit this other screw, thus making 3 holes. And when you use the door, the latch should retract. Just like that. That is how the door works, or the door handle. Besides that, we have the latch casing. So this is the first piece right here, as you see. These are actually 2 separate parts, this one and this one. This is the latch connector. That is what I called it. I could not find a better name for it. So this is the latch casing. It holds the latch when it retracts. It also connects to the latch connector, which this piece right here is a part of the latch connector. It moves for bigger doors, so this part could extend. I did not do that in this one because we are using just the door I have. And it connects to the latch casing and contains the actual latch, or the back part of the latch. So inside the latch casing it has a couple of cutouts for first the screw and then the driver. The latch casing, sorry, this is the latch connector. The latch casing has a hole for the latch connector to expand and a hole for the other screw to have freedom. That's about it for the handle. we went through everything. That contains 8 parts. We will move on to the next one, which is our final part, which is the main assembly. So in the main assembly, this is a combination of everything. So the parts that we have not gone over yet are going to be the door, which, oops, no, we do not need to do that. Okay, sorry about that. The door, which moves freely. Oops. And we've already gone over the handle. We have the actual handle spacer, or actually this is the door spacer. So this door spacer is connected by 2 screws, also from a caster. They actually, luckily enough, are the same as over here, and the reason these screws protrude is because this door jamb here, which I'm going to get into a second, is only a 1/2 inch long, whereas the screws are 1 inch long, so it embeds into the drywall, which I did not create. The next piece we have here is the strike. I will get a better view for you right now. So the strike, which contains the latch, is also connected to the door jamb by 2 screws, the same McCaster screws from the door. I guess we have gone through all that. So the actual hinge screws, we're going to do that right now. Let's open this door up a little bit. Okay, so the actual hinge screws, there's 12 of these, 6 per, let me do just a tad so you can see, 6 per. They are, like, again, embedded into the door and pierced all the way through the door jamb so that it can reinforce into the stud. Pin, already gone over it. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is go over the frame. So, oops, looks like I got a mess here. Okay, so we're going to start with the door stops. Very simple rectangular prism, this piece right here. This is the same on both sides, and it's basically, I believe it's, if I can remember correctly, it's 80.5 inches by 2 5/8. Pretty much the same dimensions for the doorstop on the top, just that's shorter. And it, in reality, stops the door from going any further. Oops, I don't know what I just did. There you go. So it'll hold the door in place like this. Next, you have the jambs. So the jambs are the pieces that connect the doorstop and the frame together, and actually contain the hinge on this side, the hinge, and for the door jamb, that is the handle side, it contains the strike, which basically keeps you from beating up your door the entire time. It's a little more durable than the piece of wood that is the frame. These door jambs, they are, yeah, that's about it. They're rectangular prisms again. We're going to get into the much more difficult part, which is the actual frame. So creating this cross section was, oh, actually there's a reveal that's a 1/4 inch, which is the door jamb face to the side of each frame piece. So we're going to start with the left side, which is basically a reflection of the right side. It was 83 inches, 83 1/4 inches. Sorry, 83 3/4 inches, and it is cut here at a 45-degree angle, and that's about it. The cross section was incredibly hard. I managed to make it work, but each individual little piece, this one was pretty easy, this is straight. This part was rounded. I made a arc, and then I splined this part to make up the rest the best I could. I found like more of like an S shape, I guess. Not sure if you can really see it here, but it'll be in the final project detail. And then the last piece here is going to be the top side. Oh, geez, hold on, let me make this better. The top frame, so that just includes the cut, 45 on each side, and is connected to the door jamb, just like the other outside frames. That is the entirety of my project. We've gone through the handle, we've gone through the door, we've gone through the hinge assembly, and that's that. I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and if you'd like any more, I guess, ask me. Thank you.